Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cindy. In this lesson, we're going to learn the days of the week in French as well as how to use them. Les jours de la semaine. So first things first, the days of the week in French are lundi, repeat, lundi, mardi, mardi, mercredi, mercredi, jeudi, repeat, jeudi, vendredi, vendredi, samedi, samedi, and finally, dimanche, dimanche. So that's lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Okay? So a few things you need to note here is that the E in samedi is silent. In France, the week starts on Monday, and the days of the week are not capitalized in French. Now, in formal situations, if you want to ask what day is it, ask quel jour sommes-nous? Quel jour sommes-nous? And if you get asked the question on a Monday, for example, answer nous sommes lundi. Nous sommes lundi. And in less formal situations, such as with family and friends, you can ask quel jour on est to ask what day is it. Quel jour on est? And the answer to that question should start with on est. For example, on est lundi. On est lundi. So now you've learned the days of the week, you're going to want to learn how to actually use them in a sentence. When talking about an action or an event that happened just the once, that is when you want to say on Monday, for example, do not translate on in French. So if you want to say on Monday, simply say lundi. To say on Tuesday, just say mardi, and so on. For example, j'irai faire les courses lundi. J'irai, I will go. Faire les courses, shopping. Lundi, on Monday. Nous viendrons dimanche. Nous viendrons, we will come. Dimanche, on Sunday. So as you can see, when you're talking about an action or event that happened, is happening, or will happen on a particular day, but is not necessarily repeated every week on that day, then you do not translate on. So in English, if you're using on followed by the day of the week in the singular, then in French, you just use the day of the week. However, if you're referring to an action or event that is normally repeated on a particular day every week, then you need to use the definite article le in front of the relevant day of the week. So to say on Mondays, you need to say le lundi, and notice that lundi stays in the singular in French. If you want to say on Tuesdays, you need to say le mardi, and so on. Of course, to talk about a repeated action or event on a particular day every week, you can also use every followed by the relevant day of the week. In that case, in French, you need to use tous les followed by the relevant day of the week, but this time in the plural. So to say every Wednesday, in French you would say tous les mercredis. Isn't it strange that every time you need to use the plural in English, you use the singular in French, and every time you use the singular in English, you need to use the plural in French? That's very strange. So, for example, je regarde la télé tous les dimanches après-midi. Je regarde la télé, I watch TV, tous les dimanches, every Sunday, après-midi, afternoon. Il joue au foot le samedi. Il joue au foot, he plays football. Le samedi, on Saturdays. So remember, if in English you're using the day of the week in the plural, you need to use le in French. Something else you may want to know is how to say, for example, next Wednesday or last Thursday. Well, in French the words are reversed. This is because next and last are adjectives, and in French, adjectives are usually placed after the noun and not before, like in English. So in effect, when you're saying next Wednesday in English, in French you're saying Wednesday next, which sounds a bit funny. But I swear it doesn't sound funny in French. So to say next Wednesday, you need to say mercredi prochain. Prochain means next. And last in French is dernier. So to say last Thursday, you would say jeudi dernier. For example, je déménage dimanche prochain. I'm moving next Sunday. Je l'ai vu vendredi dernier. Je l'ai vu, I saw him, vendredi dernier, last Friday. I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. That's what the comments are for. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I upload new videos regularly. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye!